So first, as always, we need to develop the thought of renunciation towards the whole samsara, and then to develop the loving kindness and compassion to all the sentient beings, and then to develop the wishing and engaging bodhicitta. So with these in mind, or with such right motivation, then we will continue our study on the parting from the four attachments. So today, the topic is on the fourth line of the teaching, which says, if you have clinging thoughts or grasping thoughts, then you don't have the view. So on this, the great Jesus Rinpoche Trungpa Gyaltsen said, if we cling on the dharmata or on the true nature of all the phenomena, then there's no liberation. To explain this in detail, if we cling on existence, then there's no liberation. And if we cling on non-existence, then there's no higher realms. And we cannot cling on both existence and non-existence. So therefore, we should focus on the dharmata or on the true nature of all the phenomena without any clinging. So this is general explanation on the view. Now, Jitram just said, all the phenomena are object of one's own mind, or all are projection of one's own mind. There's no creator that creates the animate and inanimate objects or world. So this mind is the base of all the phenomena. So we need to remain in the nature of the mind. So up to here, it explains the Mahayana, which is common with the Chitta Matra school or mind-only school. Now, to explain the uncommon Madhyamika part or tradition of the Mahayana, then Jitram just said, all the appearance or all the visions are like a magical show. They are not truly existent. And this magical show-like object is also not truly existent. It is dependent origination, and also it is a state that is beyond our words, or it's a state that is inexpressible. So the ultimate reality or the ultimate nature is a state which is inexpressible and inconceivable. So we must remain on such ultimate view without any thoughts or without any grasping thoughts. So through this, it indirectly explains about the calm abiding. And now the insight wisdom for this in the actual teaching, it clearly explains about all appearance are projection one's own mind, and the mind is also like a magical show, and then this is also dependent and inexpressible. So the final view is the view that is free from all the extremes, which is non-dual and which is inexpressible. So this was explained directly by Jesu Rinpoche Johnson. So now I will go to other commentary on this fourth line of teaching. So after developing the relative bodhicitta, which has wishing and engaging bodhicitta, now to meditate on the ultimate. If we have clinging on truly existent, then it means we are falling down in the eternalism. So through this we won't get liberation. So, and then also if we cling on non-existence or like that, then we will be fallen down in the nihilisms. Then again we won't get the liberation. So therefore the right antidote or the right method to overcome such clinging thoughts or grasping thoughts, for that we need to meditate on, or we need to focus on calm abiding and the insight wisdom. First, the calm abiding is very, very important, or normally sometimes we call shamatha, which is very important because we need a stable mind. If our mind is distracted, then no matter how much time that we spend, no matter how much effort that we put, no matter how much energy that we give to study and practice, still we won't be able to gain the right result. So therefore, first we need this calm abiding meditation, or we need this stable mind. Based on a stable mind, then we can focus, we can pay concentration or attention, and through such concentration or paying attention, then we can move forward, we can go forward, we can have a great progress on our Buddhist path. So to do this shamatha, first we need a seclusion. Normally seclusion means secluded place, but actually it also means the secluded mind, a mind that is secluded from the thoughts, from any thoughts. Because here we are going to do meditation on the ultimate view, so therefore we should not have any thoughts. So our mind should be secluded from any thoughts. So our mind should be stable. So for that we need a secluded place and secluded mind from the thoughts. So nowadays it might be difficult for each and every one of us to go to a secluded place like a cave or in the forest to do meditation. But main thing is place where there's no other sounds or where there's no disturbances. We should do meditation in such place where there's a place that is quiet, there's no distraction. One can also make such environment in our own room. If it is quiet and conducive place, then we can do in our own room. But the main thing is to seclude our mind from the thoughts. And then also we should be in a place where there's no harm, where there's no harmful actions, or where there's no attacks by others, where there's no other sounds, and where there's no other obstacles. So in such conducive place, we should sit in a meditational posture on a comfortable cushion or seat. And then, as always, in the beginning of every session, we must do the refuge and bodhicitta practice, and then we should do the meditational posture. Actually, we can do the meditational posture before the refuge and bodhicitta practice. So meditational posture means the two legs in a full cross-leg position, and two hands are in meditational posture, which means the right hand is on the left hand, and the two thumbs are touching to each other. And we should do this meditational posture like below the navel, I think, and then our tip of the tongue should touch the upper palate, and our spine should be straight, and we should not open our eyes very wide or close our eyes. Not so open, not so close. So anyway, in a meditational posture, and then we should focus on a meditational object. We can have the meditational objects such as Buddha's statue, or according to the Lamde tradition, then we should have the blue flower. And according to this commentary teaching, it says the Buddha statue, and we should not think this Buddha statue is very far from us or very near to us. It's not so far, not so near, maybe about 2-3 feet from our own body, and also not so low, not so high, around the level of our own eyes or eyebrows. So at such place, on the space, we should visualize the jewel throne, and then multicolored lotus. First jewel throne, and on that multicolored lotus, and on that the full moon disk, and then on these seats we should visualize the Buddha Shakyamuni in golden color, and right hand is doing the earth pressing gesture, and left hand is doing the meditational posture, and Buddha Shakyamuni is adorned with Dharma robes, especially with fully ordained robes, and two legs are in full cross-leg position. So we should focus on this, or we can have we can also have other meditational objects, but we can focus on this, and then to do the meditation. The main thing is to concentrate on this without any distraction. And one cannot stay long. So one can rest and then do again. One can do short once, but many times. And also, while doing the meditation or while doing the concentration on this Buddha statue, if our mind is distracted, then we should bring the mind back to the object, back to the meditational object, and then again focus and again pay attention or concentrate on this. Actually, there are 9 methods to concentrate. So today I will not go through these in detail, but anyway, main thing is to concentrate and to have a fresh mind, not sleepy, but fresh mind, active, but not so active, not with distraction. If our mind is too active, then we cannot control, we cannot concentrate, because our mind is too active or too excited, then we cannot focus. So we should not have very active or very dull mind, but we should have in between a mind that can really focus, or a mind that can really concentrate on the object without any distraction. So calm abiding is very important. Without calm abiding, without shamatha practice, it is impossible to do or to have a progress, or to have the insight wisdom, or to gain the path of seeing, or to enter into the path of seeing, or to gain the first booming. So without shamatha, it is not possible. So this insight wisdom depends on shamatha. Without shamatha, there's no insight wisdom. So first and foremost, in the meditation, we need to do the karma abiding meditation. And then, based on this, we can have the insight wisdom. So we need to focus on the shamatha practice for months and years. And then, based on the shamatha, then we need to have the insight wisdom. Actually, insight wisdom is the actual remedy that can eliminate the afflictive emotions completely, or that can eradicate the afflictive emotions from our mental continuum completely. So insight wisdom means the wisdom that realizes the true nature of all the phenomena directly, or this is same as part of seeing, or this is same as the wisdom of first bhumi. So the discriminative awareness, or the wisdom that examines all the outer and inner phenomena. So through this examination, then we can realize the ultimate view, and then first we can realize with the thought, but then as we progress on the path, as we make improvement on the path, then finally we can gain the insight wisdom. So to explain this insight wisdom, there are 3 subjects. First is to establish all the object or vision as mind, and all the mind, or the mind is established as magical show, and this magical show is also established into the true nature or nature that has no existence, or how to say, that is devoid of self-nature, that is devoid of true nature. So first, to establish all the phenomena into mind, it says, in our life, we can see many different objects. We can have many different kinds of visions or appearance. But these various appearances or visions are not created by a creator. But we can see all these due to our own karma. The karma has its own propensity on our mind, and when these propensities are ripened, then we can see all these various visions or various appearances. So therefore, we can say all these visions are caused by our own actions, and all these actions are caused by our own mind. So therefore, the mind is very important. The mind is the one that creates, or that through the mind we can see all these. And there's no other cause which is separate from the mind. So all these are projection of our own mind. For example, in our dream, we can see many different places, we can see many different persons, etc. But actually, when we are sleeping and when we are dreaming, that time we haven't gone to such and such place. And these places or these persons are not coming to our own room. But still we can see all these different places and different persons in our dream. So it means these appearances that we have in our dream are not truly existent. These are just projection of our own mind. When cause and conditions are gathered together, then we can see all these visions without having a true nature. Now the second is to establish this mind as a magical show. For example, the magicians, through their own substance, special substance and special methods, when these cause and conditions gather together, then they can manifest horse and other visions, and people can see, the viewers can see all these different manifestations that are manifested by this magician. But actually, these appearances are not real. These are just manifested, or these are just shown by this magician. They are not real as we can see. So therefore, this mind, which can manifest many different things, but this mind itself is not truly existent. So all the relative visions, or all the visions of the relative truth, are like a reflection in the mirror or like a dream. So we should meditate on this, thinking all our projection of one's own mind, and this mind is also devoid of true nature. This mind is also like a dream or like a magical show which is not truly existent. So we should meditate on this until we can have a strong conviction, until we can have deep understanding, or until we can really embody the meaning, this profound meaning. And then third one is to establish all which are devoid of true nature. So in the relative truth, we can see all these different visions. But if we examine these visions, then in the reality, in the ultimate reality, we can't find anything. The ultimate reality is something that is beyond words, beyond thoughts, beyond any descriptions, beyond names. So at the moment when we say ultimate truth, so we give a name, but then this name that we are saying is not the ultimate truth. It is similar to the ultimate truth, or it is a name that can lead us to see the ultimate truth, or to realize the ultimate truth. But this actual name is not the real ultimate truth. So all the descriptions that are there in the text about the ultimate truth, all these explanations or commentaries or descriptions, these are not the ultimate truth. These are the ones that can lead us to gain the ultimate truth, or to realize the ultimate truth. So actual ultimate truth is something that we cannot describe, we cannot explain, or we cannot commentate, or we cannot give names, etc. So actual ultimate state is beyond thought. It's a state that is inexpressible and inconceivable. So first we establish all as mind, then mind as magical show, and then gradually we establish all as free from all the extremes. The true nature of all the phenomena are free from all the extremes. So this one is the ultimate truth, ultimate view. Ultimate truth and ultimate view are same. So at the moment we can understand what is the ultimate truth, or what is the ultimate view, but our understanding is not the wisdom that not the same as the wisdom that realizes the ultimate view directly. So the way that we understand, the way that we realize is like, for example, this is a hypothetical example. If there's a person who have never seen a moon, then someone else will explain the moon is in the sky, and the color of the moon is white, and it is round in shape, and it appears at the night time or in the night time, and it will give you a cold feeling, or it is a cooling. So by explaining this, then a person who have never seen the moon will have imagination of the moon in their mind or in their thoughts. Although this person has not seen the actual moon, but this person can imagine how the moon looks like through this explanation. So similarly, what we have realized is our own imagination. Through these explanations and commentaries that are in the text, through these we can have the imagination, we can imagine the ultimate view, but we cannot see the ultimate view directly. So seeing through imagination and seeing directly has big difference. So ultimately, then we can see the real ultimate view directly without any thoughts. And the wisdom that directly sees the ultimate view is called the wisdom of noble beings, or part of seeing, or part of meditation. But the ultimate wisdom is possessed by the Buddha who are on the state of normal learning, or who are on the path of normal learning. So we should meditate on the ultimate view in such way. And also, Sakya said, having a clinging thoughts on the ultimate view is like clinging the mirage as a real water. So no matter how much we cling on mirage as water, it won't quench our thirst. Similarly, no matter how much clinging thought that we have on the view, we will not gain the real wisdom, or we will not see the ultimate view. So clinging thought is the greatest obstacle for us to see the ultimate view directly. And at the moment, as a beginner, we can just imagine the ultimate view, and also we should try to meditate on the ultimate view without thought, and then gradually we can do longer and we can do better, and then eventually we can gain the path of seeing, or we can gain the first bhumi, and then from that onwards we can always go forward, and gradually we can gain all these bhumis, and then eventually we can attain the enlightenment state. Actually, to be more precise, from the certain state in the second part, which is known as the path of application, from that onwards, then it is called the irreversible state. From that onwards, we won't be fallen down in the lower realms, or we won't be fallen down, or we won't go backwards. We can always go forward, or we can always progress on the path. So anyway, with great concentration, or with single pointedness, we should meditate on the ultimate view. And if we can continue on this, the more we practice, the more we meditate on this, the more progress we can have on the path. And then we should develop the objectless compassion towards those who have not realized the ultimate view, etc. And then we should also think that we should practice this in the right way, on the right path, and then eventually we can gain the Buddhahood, or we can gain the state of Buddhahood which has the three kayas, which means the Nimanakaya, the Sambhogakaya, and the Dhammakaya. In other words, Nimanakaya and Sambhogakaya are known as the Rupakaya because these two are in the forms. So Rupa means form. So these two are known as Rupakaya. Then there's the Dhammakaya. And then at the end, we should do dedication. During the post-meditative session also, we should always try to spend our time with the practice or with the parting from the four attachment. In short, this teaching, this precious and profound teaching, is the essence of all the Sutrayana of Mahayana tradition, and also it is the like the complete body of the Paramitayana path, and this is the profound pith instruction which is taught directly by the great Arya Manjushri. And I myself have received this precious and profound teaching from my root guru, His Holiness, the 41st Koma Teaching Dorje, many times in Tibetan language and also in English language in different places in the world. So with this, I have explained roughly about the parting from the four attachment, and whatever matters that we gain through such study, we should dedicate all these matters along with all the other matters to attain Buddhahood for the sake of all the sentient beings without any exception. And then especially we should always dedicate all our merits for our root guru, His Holiness, good health, long life, and turn the wheel of Dharma far and wide always. Thank you.